Okay, we're back. Let's take a look. I picked the wood out, and I've established, if you can see on the board here, I'll try and move in a little closer and hold this as steady as I can. I found the center of that board, running the length of it right there, all the way down. Okay? Here's the center right here. Okay? Then I figured I'm going to put Mama's house on this piece of wood. I need a border at the top right there. You'll see I put a 1/4-inch border going up, and at the bottom, if you can see it, right here, there is another 1/4 inch down. So I'm going to put Mama's house up here, Mama up here, and house down here. Now the reason I have these lines here, right there, is because I want to leave an equal amount of space at this end of the board as what I have at that end of the board. Now, so you understand that you find the center of the board all the way down, okay? You establish a margin at the top. You need a margin in the middle too, so you have to establish, that's a 1/4 inch there roughly. And the same thing goes down at the bottom. I'll show you it right there, you can see it. 1/4 inch there. Because you don't want your words to run, if they run together in the center of the board, you don't want them to overlap each other and run into each other. Okay? So you establish the center, you get your crosshair, so to speak. You establish a top and a bottom and in between. And that's what I've done. Now I'm going to go back, and I've done this totally by hand at times. On this one I didn't, because I'm trying to make it easy for you guys to understand. I'm going to make those words, those letters, 2 inches wide from here to here. The first letter, and you notice I got my margin here at the ends, the first letter is going to be Mama's, and they're going to be 2 inches wide. So from here to here is 2 inches. Now, I'm going to make this easy for you to do. The first letter is an M. Here's the top, here's the bottom of the left side of the letter M. Here's the top and the bottom of the right hand side of the letter M. And this little tick mark is the center. Okay? So I've done this with a square to show you how easy this can be. You just have to get used to doing it. But I have done it totally by hand, and I like it, and I'm pretty good at it. But this makes it look a little bit neater. Okay? So I would suggest when you start off that you do it this way, using a measure and measuring your distance. Figure out what the width of the letter is, how tall it's going to be with your margins at the top, bottom, and the center. And then, like I said, this is going to be an M, and I'm going to go ahead and lay it out, and I'll come back and I'll show you what it'll look like when I get it done in pencil. You just use your square and a ruler. That's all it is to it. Okay? I'll come back to it later on. Thanks. Bye. Okay. I haven't cut it yet, but I wanted you to see the whole thing before I started. Okay? If you notice, down here on the lower right hand side of the screen, in the letter E, in the letters S, and on the H's, I had to find the center of those letters. And that's so I can try, I'll move in just a little bit, so I could try and make these curves in the S as best I possibly could. They're tough, folks. So, and again, no two plaques with the same saying on them are going to look exactly the same. They are country style, and they're a little rough, but you'll get better at it as you do it. And again, I'm doing what the guy said. I told him it's going to be custom and handmade, and he said, hey, I live in a log cabin, and It should be that way. So I said, it will be that way. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this thing. I wish I could, have somebody hold this camera while I do it, but I can't. So I'll cut it, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Thanks. Bye.